What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Obviously, been a little minute since the last upload, but got a classic for you here. Got a little unboxing video, and it's a mystery tackle box ultimate bass fishing kit. Sister got it for me for Christmas. Never opened one of these before, so I don't really know what to expect. But it says it comes with 14 to 17 items. So yeah, I figured I'd, give it a little go on camera, and just see what it's got. So just open it right up, and I'll start going through it. All right. Just the first thing that I see here is this is a classic. This is a Lunker Hunt Battle Beetle. I don't know why I struggled so hard with that. It's a top water, and I'll unbox it real quick. So it has a bit of a swimming motion on top water. There we go. See, it's got two segments like that, and I think it's a top water. It's got a bill on it. Hang on. What's it say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a top water. And, so I guess it just, wiggles back and forth a little bit. Regardless of the, I know it says it's a it's a beetle shape. I don't think that's going to matter as much. I think the thing that'll definitely attract the bass is the rattle and then just that back and forth movement. So I actually think that this could crush them. So actually, I'm pretty excited to give this a go. This looks pretty sweet. So it's a good first item. Always looking for new topwater lures. I always have a lot of fun throwing them, as does everybody else. But they also just, in general, I love poppers. And that resembles a popper. It'll be a different action. This will be more of a steady swim, but I just love topwaters in general. This is what's in the box thing. All right, next up we got. All right, so a little bit of, I don't know what this brand is. Jonah Lure Works. Never heard of them. But yeah, just some paddle tails. And actually, I love the color on them. You can see here. Nice little, like a dark flaked blue with some, yellow chartreuse belly. This would work great as a trailer. Honestly, I also have a lot of luck just, rigging these up, Texas rigged on like a underbelly and getting these bit, especially in the early spring. So this would be a cool color to try. Definitely throw that in the rotation for a bit. What do we got here? It's a little bit of a terminal tackle piece. It's called a scrounger. Oh yeah, it makes the, yep. So these make the, whatever's rigged up to it, just gives it a natural shaking back and forth. So compare these with these, honestly, and then when I'm retrieving it, you'll still have the kick from the paddle, but up in the front, it'll rock side to side. So that's pretty cool. It's a 1/4 ounce, so that's good. That's pretty solid. Yeah, should actually get good success with these. I kind of want to experiment with different types of terminal tackle now. I've seen a bunch of different like jig head variations. I think there's like one called like a headbanger or something like that. And I kind of want to give them a try because I feel like they don't get used a ton, so it might be something that the bass aren't necessarily looking out for. These I've gotten these before. 3/0 EWG hooks, same brand. They have like that weird little curl on the end, which sometimes I don't like. Sometimes I find like, if you get the hook set in, perfectly in the corner of the mouth, even still, sometimes you got to wiggle a little bit, and I always feel a little bad. But hook's a hook, so always good to have some on deck. You never know when you're running out. So right here, Luck Strike. We got a square bill crankbait. right there. Let me see if I can get the color. There we go. It looks like, what color is this? It looks almost like it's called generic, but it almost looks like a bass color. So yeah, square bill. Does it have the depth on it? 2 to 4 feet. Sweet. That's a good range for square bill. You know, throw it up shallow, especially early spring. You know, pre-spawn and during spawn, and those always get hit pretty hard. Ooh, this looks really nice. Let me unbox this real quick. It's a jerk bait, and I love this design on it. I've never heard of the brand G-Rat, but I think that's how I said it. Yeah, G-Rat baits. But really nice color work on it. Really great shimmer. I mean, you can see how it's reflecting the light in my garage. So I'd imagine, you know, in the water it's gonna do just as well. But it says it's a suspending jerk bait. Perfect for when we get to that early spring bite that I'll be chasing in 2 months. Massachusetts, you know, too cold right now. But about March, you know, end of March, beginning of April, when we're starting to chase that pre-spawn bite, following our winter, suspending jerk baits are king. It's just tried and true, you know, not going to reinvent the wheel. Always going to throw suspending jerk bait. Pretty much always as my first bait of the day whenever I'm going out for pre-spawn bass too. And this is another one from G-Rat Baits. This is a topwater frog. I'll pull it out and show you guys. There we go. Nice little design on there. Classic little green frog right there. I'll, of course, trim the skirt up a little bit. But feels really good quality. It doesn't seem like it'll take in and, you know, break too easily. So that's good. It'll hold shape. I do want this year to throw more frogs because whenever I do, and as everybody knows, the blow up is absolutely insane. And it's just a matter of timing the hook set perfectly, which is something I want to work on. Sometimes I just get worried. Like I have smaller frogs than this. This is, I would say, on the larger side for a frog. And I just get worried because, you know, I do live in Mass. Obviously, we get big bass, and that's not like the problem. It's more of just, you know, the bigger bass are a little bit harder to find sometimes. So I like to throw the smaller frogs just in case, you know, it's a pound, like, you know, like a pound bass coming up and eating it. I don't know if a 1 pounder would really be able to smoke this easily, but we'll give it a go. Maybe we'll get a tank, you know, you never know. All right. Oh, all right, here we go. This is actually pretty unique. Here we go. We have a Catch, I think is the brand. Yeah. Catch Outdoors is what I'm reading. But it's a blade bait. Great late winter bait for up here in Massachusetts. You know, blade baits, if you don't really fish in, you know, in a cold region, you don't really have a use for them. But, you know, where I am in Mass, you know, when I want to start fishing in, you know, March, when we're getting, you know, I guess it varies year to year, but you could say on average, like a, you know, 40, mid 40s, if you're lucky, kind of day, where, you know, your water temperatures are still pretty cold and they're just starting to thaw out. You know, blade bait is the way to go. You know, kind of fish it the same as a, you know, it's like a lipless crank, but it's, you know, smaller profile. You can fish it much slower and it still gives off a shine. So it's a little bit easier for, you know, a little bit of a more tired bass to still want to come along and just smoke it real quick. So that's good, actually. I don't have too many blade baits. I think I only have 2, and both of them are on the larger side. And I think the smaller profile will definitely help kind of entice more bass to just come along and just give it a quick smoke, you know. Here we go. We got an 18-pack of Guggen stoppers. I actually have never used these before. I've never used any stoppers before. So I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how to use them. This is to thread your line through the top loop above the stopper and then pull the stopper over and onto your line. Yeah. I've never used one, but maybe I'll rig one up and give it a go. Always down to try some new rigging methods, Next up, here we go. We got some Guggen Saucy swimmers, 4.8 size. These are some tanks. What color is this in? Sprayed lettuce is what it's called. So yeah, you got that kind of, it's definitely hard to see, but it's like green on the top, purple on the bottom. Definitely a larger profile, paddle tail than what I usually use. But honestly, if I were gonna just throw this I don't think I would put this on as a trailer, simply because then the profile would just be so big. And I know I keep saying it, but like the Massachusetts bass, I really, especially in the last year, found so much more luck downsizing. So I don't think I would throw this on as a trailer, but I would definitely rig this up just straight Texas rig by itself, maybe with an underweight hook. And then actually that would probably give me a good amount of success. So I'm down to try that. It's just I found that the downsizing really helped me out this year. We got a little rainbow trout sticker. We'll be throwing that onto the Yeti cooler for the boat. Been collecting stickers for it. Got to have a couple brewskis on the boat as always. And my brother got me this Yeti cooler. Actually, let me show you. This Yeti cooler right here. Thing's a tank. It's perfect for the boat. Sits perfectly in the middle, right at the bottom of the casting deck, and we'll be throwing that sticker on there for the collection. All right, next up. All right, so we got this Arc Ghost Minnow lipless crankbait. Here, let me take it out. I like Arc as a brand because I always get them in the mystery tackle boxes, and I like how they design their lures, and the colors are always really vibrant, and I like them. But I've never seen it in like a Bass Pro or a Dick's or anything like that. I'm assuming the only place to get them then would be online. I have no idea. Maybe one of you guys can let me know, but there we go. This will definitely get hammered, especially like when I get into July and I'm throwing my crankbaits out deep to entice, the slower bass when it gets really warm up here. This will definitely get smoked. Great color. There must be 10 beads in here. Holy crap. Definitely loud. That'll get the attention. I won't really have to put much effort into this, to make it produce a sound, but great looking bait. Just a great looking bait. Arc makes just phenomenal looking baits. I have a couple of their square bills and like medium diving crankbaits. Just all of them look fantastic. And so actually I'm really happy about that one. All right. Classic, net bait. I don't think I've ever bought this brand, but a Senko's a Senko, in my opinion. I don't think there's really anything too different between brands. I know everybody's got their favorite brand on, how long they find each Senko lasts per individual piece. I find as long as it doesn't fall apart after like 3 bass, that's a good Senko. But here we have, your watermelon. It's called watermelon candy. It's not like with the red flakes. It's got green and purple flakes in it, but still a great color. Any of those watermelon colors just get absolutely peppered. I mean, I could probably go out. This is an 8-pack. I could probably go out and exclusively use this pack and have a banging day and catch a good amount of bass. Senko's the king, tried and true. Works every time, every single time. And last but not least, all right, what's this brand called? Bruiser? I hope I'm saying that right. I hope that's what it's called. We have a little creature bait here called the Intruder. in the cosmic blue pumpkin color. Yeah, definitely scented. Let's take a quick look at these. So this looks like it would get absolutely peppered, and it wouldn't even have to be used as a trailer. I feel like I could literally just rig this up on like a drop shot or something, or like, you know, with a bullet weight on it, and this thing would get absolutely peppered. It's got these nice long claws on it, some of these little like leg looking things, great shimmer to it. These are going straight into the tackle box. I really want to try these out. It's got a nice like slender profile to it, and I'm excited to see what action it has, because I feel like it's definitely, you know, something that would get smoked. And yeah, I'm actually really excited about this. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, well that's it from the box. Everything was actually pretty solid. I'm pretty happy about that. I would say favorite soft plastic that came out of the box would actually probably be these creature baits, because I think these will get peppered. For more hard baits, the G-Rat suspending jerkbait. Very excited to use this, as well as the Arc Baits lipless crankbait. Feel like these two are going to get peppered, and you'll probably see them pretty often this year in the videos to come. But yeah, definitely some good stuff here. And I know sometimes the mystery tackle boxes, you get stuff and you look at it and you're like, yeah, this is going into my spare tackle drawer and it's never coming out. I think just about everything here I can see myself using at some point this year, which is awesome. So I'm really happy about that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I've got some good videos planned, you know, for the end of the winter, going into the springtime. And so I'm excited to put those together. Hopefully going fishing sometime within the next week or two for trout. I want to go out west to Western Mass and fish the Swift River. So if you're a Mass native and you're watching this, you probably know what the Swift River is. Fantastic trout fishing spot. And the winter trout there are usually pretty solid. So I've been getting my trout gear together. I got these 6 cents little tiny underspins, because I use ultralight spinning gear because I don't know how the hell to throw fly. So I've got these in these two colors, and then I've got my little tackle box here of all my rooster tails and spoons. So hopefully we get out there and we have a good day. You know, get one or two. Oh, I also just got one of these too, little mini suspending jerkbait in a some yellow color or something. I don't know what the technical name for it is, but I was reading up trying to find which ones would get smoked, and people were saying little jerkbait. So I got 2 of them. There we go. This one and this one, both perfect for ultralight. So look out for that video. Hopefully it's a successful trip, because if it's not, then you won't see the video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know, just let me know. Hey, maybe drop a comment on what your favorite bait you saw me open today was, or if you've used any of them, let me know how you liked them. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Happy New Year. Peace.